Welcome to Hockey Wiz Talks podcast. Today I'll be making 10 bold predictions for the 2020-2021 NHL season. Here are some bold predictions for the 2020-2021 NHL season. 1. The Montreal Canadiens will win the North Division. The Montreal Canadiens really improved their team in the offseason, adding Josh Anderson, Joel Edmondson, and Jake Allen in trades, then signing Tyler Toffoli and Corey Perry in free agency. In addition, the Canadiens will be adding Alexander Romanov, a highly touted prospect defenseman who could log major minutes for them. Nick Suzuki and Jesperi Kotkaniemi are great young centers who should only get better and could potentially develop into stars in the league. Carey Price is still considered by many as one of the best goalies in the league, so having a good team in front of him opens the door for him to have a bounce-back year. The Montreal Canadiens have a very well-balanced team that is well-coached and has great goaltending, which makes them a threat to win the North Division. 2. The Dallas Stars will miss the playoffs. The Dallas Stars will have a rough start to the 2020-2021 season and will miss the playoffs because of it. The Stars will be missing a couple key players like Tyler Seguin and Ben Bishop until at least March. This will leave Anton Khudobin and Jake Ottinger as the goalies until Bishop is ready to return, and the Stars will be without a true first line due to the injury of Tyler Seguin. The Stars' first line is Jamie Benn, Roope Hintz, and Denis Gurianov. While this is a solid line, it does not provide enough scoring consistency. The second line isn't much better. It features Joe Pavelski, centering Alex Radulov, and Joel Kiviranta. While the Dallas Stars might still be a solid team, I believe the injuries to Seguin and Bishop will be too much for the Stars to overcome. 3. The Pittsburgh Penguins will miss the playoffs. The days of the Pittsburgh Penguins being a perennial contender might come to an end this season because they are in a highly competitive East Division, and their team got significantly worse in the offseason. Their core players like Crosby, Malkin, and Letang are all another year older and could start to show signs of decline soon. And after winning back-to-back Stanley Cups, these three players might not have anything left to prove, so they might not have much motivation. The Penguins simply aren't good enough to stack up against other contenders in their division, which is why I think the Penguins will miss the playoffs. 4. The Arizona Coyotes will make the playoffs. The Arizona Coyotes are my sleeper team in the Western Conference because they quietly have put together a real solid team. While they might not have the star power that Colorado, Vegas, and St. Louis do, the Coyotes have some talent in their lineup and have great goaltending. Clayton Keller and Phil Kessel are still star players in the league that are capable of taking over games at any time. Arizona made some real solid free agent signings, bringing in Derek Brassard, Drake Caggiula, Tyler Pitlick, and Johan Larsson. These players might not be game breakers, but they are solid role players that fit very well into the Coyotes system. Over the past 2 seasons with the Arizona Coyotes, Darcy Kemper has been absolutely stellar in goal. He has a combined 43, 31, and 10 record with a 2.28 GAA, a .927 save percentage, and 7 shutouts. With Kemper playing at an all-star level, this gives the Coyotes a chance to win any given game, and they could potentially sneak into the playoffs. Check out my hockey blog at hockeywiztalkshockey.blogspot.com. Also visit my scouting blog at hockeywiz77scouting.com. 5. Alexis Lafreniere will not win the Calder Trophy. Alexis Lafreniere is certainly going to be a franchise talent in the future, but I don't think he will win the Calder Trophy because there are so many talented rookies in the league right now, and he is not the go-to guy on the Rangers right now. Lafreniere will be eased in with the Rangers and will be starting on the third line. Could have a slow start to his rookie campaign. Lafreniere will play on the first power play unit to start, but if he struggles, he will get taken off very quickly as the Rangers have many options to play with. The player I think will win the Calder Trophy is Kirill Kaprizov of the Minnesota Wild because he's going to be a go-to player right away with the Wild. 6. Carter Hart will win the Vezina Trophy. Carter Hart has shown gradual improvements in his game over the past 2 seasons as a starter. But last year in the playoffs, he proved that he's more than capable of being a big-time goalie in the league. The Philadelphia Flyers have built a very good team in front of Carter Hart, giving him the support he needs to succeed. If he can play at the level at which he did in the playoffs all season long, the Flyers will be tough to beat, and Carter Hart will be a Vezina Trophy finalist. 7. Nathan MacKinnon will finally win the Hart Trophy. After losing out on the MVP trophy in 3 straight seasons, Nathan MacKinnon is hungry and eager to finally take home the Hart Trophy. The reason why MacKinnon will win the MVP trophy this season is simple. He will be leading the charge on the Colorado team that will finish with the best record in the NHL. Because of this, MacKinnon will be recognized as the MVP of the league. 8. Rasmus Dahlin will have a breakout year with the Buffalo Sabres. Rasmus Dahlin was hyped up to be a franchise defenseman, but so far, he has not reached his potential. Defensemen typically take longer to develop, so it's not surprising that he hasn't had the production expected of him. I expect him to have a breakout year this season because the Buffalo Sabres are a much improved team, and young defensemen like Dahlin typically take a jump in their development in their third season. Visit my Facebook page at HockeyWiz777 and my Instagram, HockeyWiz777. Listen to my other podcasts on SoundCloud.com/HockeyWiz777. 9 new rivalries will be sparked due to newly formed divisions. In the North Division, Toronto and Edmonton could become a rivalry very quickly. In the East Division, adding the Boston Bruins to the Old Patrick Division is going to cause some issues. In the Central Division, Dallas and Tampa will have a huge rivalry due to their issues stemming from the Stanley Cup Finals. In the West Division, Colorado and Vegas will be the major rivalry that carries that division. 10. Tampa Bay Lightning will win back-to-back Stanley Cups. It is really tough to win back-to-back Stanley Cups, but I think the Tampa Bay Lightning could pull it off for a few reasons. 1. They have almost the same exact team that won the Stanley Cup from last season. The Lightning now know what it takes to win it all and have what it takes to go back-to-back. 3. Nikita Kucherov will be fresh for the playoffs after missing the regular season. 4. The Lightning are the most complete team in the NHL. In my next podcast, I'll be making standings and award predictions for the 2020-2021 NHL season.